what caught my attention was a room, and it looked like it had a ton of art supplies, and there was this man in the room by himself. So, I mean, I piqued my interest because it was just sort of unusual to be like that in Harlem. So I kind of looked in the window, and he saw me, and he was like, "Hi, come in." So I said to Somali, "Let's go peek in and see what's going on." And he's there, and he's telling me that he has this drop-in art program, like from I think noon till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he was encouraging kids in the neighborhood to come by and just do art. And he had materials of every medium, paint and pencils and markers. And I was like, well, okay, well, how much is it? And he was like, it's free. And I sort of scratched my head, and I was like, are you sure? And he was like, no, it's free, And I introduced him to Somali, and Somali, was very much into drawing and anime and and things like that. So she obviously was like, this is awesome, Mom. Can I come here every weekend? And I was like, are you sure it's free? I mean, it was for Harlem at the time, when there was such a dearth of really good educational programs, let alone art and music programs, it was just hard to believe that somebody would come in and create something so wonderful and so fantastic, and it be available for any child of any age to come in and sit down and try to be creative. So I was like, we're in. I mean, I think I even at one point was like, do I have any money in my pocket? I think I may have given you like $5 or $10 that day, whatever was in my wallet, and I gave it to him because I was like, I don't know how much the materials cost. I know art materials are expensive, but this is all I have. And the rest is history. And Somali was there, and we would go every weekend. It was fantastic. And when you moved locations, we went there. And it was heartbreaking for me when she went away to boarding school, because I felt like since we were there from pretty much the beginning, we should be there until to see it grow into all these different locations all around the country. So I mean, we're honored to be a part of the legacy and the history of Project Art, because it's been a wonderful inspiration for Harlem, to be a part of its growth and development, and then to see it grow into such a wonderful thing. We're just so grateful to Adarsh and the team. I try to volunteer when my schedule permits, and because it's really important to my development as my young lady over there. So thank you. Thanks for allowing us to be a part.